A function declaration uses the function keyword and a function name. Let's go ahead and look at some examples. So let's look at function declarations together. Now, a function can be a one-liner like this. My function, give it a name. I'll put parameters inside and also return whatever it is here, like this. Now, if you look at what I have on this one line and look at the most common way you see functions, my function, so now you will see that this is a one-liner function. Let me indicate this with a comment, a one-liner function. Now, but this other one is the most common way to write function. So it's not that this code will not work, it's just that this is the most common way, and separating them on each line makes it more readable than if you just jam pack everything on one single line like this. Now, if you want to test whether this works, let's actually print them to the screen so you'll see what I'm talking about. I want to do this. Document dot let x equals to my function document dot, and let me attach it to them, and now you can see on the screen that this works. And I can also do the same thing for this. Let y equals to the same thing, and you can see you can comment this out. Now you can see this also works. And now, why is this not working? I'm supposed to have 7 and not 12. So let me just comment this out totally. Oh, now you can see that my one-liner code is now returning the correct result. So you can have your function on one line and you can have it on multiple lines. So it depends on your preference and your choice of whatever you are working with per time. So that's how you can write functions declaration in JavaScript. Now moving on, declare functions are not executed immediately. If you look at what we have here, it's not something that we execute immediately. You can save them for later use and then execute them later when you call them or when you need them in your code. Also, you can also call a function before or after it is declared in the code. So what does that mean? So I can call a function even before I declare it. Let me say the name of the function is going to be my function, and then pass in 4 and 7. Now I can then come down and make the function my function, and then I can output this document.getElement by ID to get the result, and you can see that in the output there's 17. So I can also call it after a function, which means that I can change the position. You see, and I'm still getting the correct answer. So when you're working with function declaration in JavaScript, it is important to understand how the execution pattern works when it comes to parameters and values that invoked or call your function.